Hello crafty friends, this is the Paper Chef here. In today's video, I'd like to show you 10 or more projects I created using the May 2019 Paper Pumpkin Kit by Stampin' Up. It is called Hugs from Shelli. But first, I would like to acknowledge something that happened yesterday. I reached a milestone on my channel, and on May 31st, I reached over 9,000 subscribers. So I wanted to thank you all, really, from the bottom of my heart, for watching my videos and for staying with me this long. I've been at this for a few years, and I have over 200 videos on YouTube. So it's taken a while, and it's been a really long, hard journey, and I learned a lot, and I hope you did too. So thank you so much for sticking with me and watching my channel. All right, so my subscribers, this is dedicated to you because I like to give you alternate ideas each month. Okay, now these are the way that the cards came in the Hugs from Shelli kit. Okay, so you can make really beautiful cards as they are. There's four designs. Okay, but I used up all my materials, so I don't really have any like traditional cards per se, except the ones I showed you the other day. I showed you on YouTube when we created this card. Okay, so that would be the closest thing I had actually made to something that the kit came with. But if you want to see how the actual kit is put together, then I'm sure there's plenty of videos on that. But I'm going to show you a lot more out of the box thinking, like out of the paper pumpkin box, and a lot of 3D projects. Okay, but if you recall, I talked about using the stamp set the other day, and we made I made a video tutorial on using the Brothers ScanNCut. We stamped these swallows. I'm gonna have a hard time remembering the name of these birds. These barn swallows. Okay, we stamped them in Very Vanilla. Onto Very Vanilla cardstock, and then we cut them out, and then we cut them out again, and I showed you how to get this effect. Okay, so that'll be my first project, which I've already showed you before. Okay, now let me get into, this will be project number 2. We'll do the mini pizza box. Okay, now your kits come with all these materials. Like it came with this twine, and this is petal pink. That's one of the colors. And on the back of every kit's instructions, it'll tell you. It'll say the coordinating colors. So this were crumb cake, old olive, petal pink, pool party, pretty peacock, soft suede, and very vanilla. Okay, so it already told us the coordinating colors, so that way you can find other things to go with it. So this twine came with it. This little lace is from the Bird Ballad Suite, which is going to be released in our new catalog on, let's see, in a couple days, June 4th. Okay, so these little feathers though, these are vellum. I use vellum adhesive to put the vellum feathers on the side. They came with the paper pumpkin kit. I just adhered this piece of Very Vanilla. Let's find out the name of these things. Sorry, every time I have new things, I have a hard time remembering the name. Scallop Lace Trim. It's Very Vanilla, and it comes in the Bird Ballad Suite. So this is really cool. All right, so then I put these little, there's 4 of these that came in the kit. They're little bird metal embellishments, and I just glued them on. Then you have the little bird's nest, and then you open it up, and what I did is I took another one of the cards. So this card here, I put one of the cards, I cut it up and put it on the top of the box, and then I took another card and I put it inside the box. So this is going to be this here is to thank a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. I'll show you some other things I do to thank the Paper Pumpkin subscribers. Okay, so that's going to be, so that goes in the box, that's a card, and then I do Hershey Nuggets and one of my birds, and then I put, these are the inside of the envelope liners, and then these came with the kit. I'll unbox the kit later because I have another kit, and I'll unbox it for you. Unbox, in case you can't hear what I'm saying or understand what I'm saying. That means I'm going to like take it out and show you what it would look like new if you were a subscriber and you got that box. However, this is the May box, so even if you subscribe now, you will not get this box again. That's why I dedicate this video to my current subscribers who actually have this box. You're going to get more of like cute little cards and a nautical theme in the June kit. So basically you subscribe by the 10th of the month, and then you find out you don't know what you're going to get until you get it. So that's what really the fun surprise is. Okay, so this is petal pink. I did the petal pink feather from the stamp set, and I did another ScanNCut. I cut out that feather, and I already told you about how I did the birds. Okay, so that's project number 1. I'll put that off to the side. Project number 2. I like to make these a lot, and I've shown you crafty friends how to make these on my channel before, but I can do it again sometime soon. It's a good review. And what's nice about doing this little activity here is we don't even need our Brothers ScanNCut. You just need a paper trimmer and a score, you know, something to score with. And in this case, if you don't already have the scallop tag topper punch, which is a current item, in this case I used a brand new item, which is coming out June 4th, and it's I had to put the name on, Delightful Tag Topper Punch. But any tag topper punch will do, and you take a 2-inch piece, and these were the cards that came in the kit. So I used this card here, these cards, and I just cut them apart. And I actually cut them so that I would actually already have a score line where the card was, and then I just wrapped a different piece of the crumb cake card around them, this part here, this card, and I did that, and then inside are Hershey Nuggets, and they're wrapped in the envelope liners. I think I still have a couple envelopes, even though I pretty much tore this kit to smithereens. But I do have envelope liners. I can show you that. Okay, so here's an envelope, and I would cut up the inside of the envelopes, and I did lots of things with them. That's how I got the inside of the pizza boxes and things. So there's 4 different kinds of envelope liners, and that's what I used for the wrapping the nuggets. Okay, and then on the back, I did the stamp from Hello, the Hello stamp, and I did that in. See, every paper pumpkin kit comes with a Stampin' spot, but I like to use my bigger stamp pad, so I used Early Espresso, and that's what came with it. See, it came with it, but I just prefer to use my large one, but it still works, so it's great to have. Okay, so that's Early Espresso, Hugs for You. So these are just different sentiments I have. More Hershey Nuggets inside. And again, I'm giving, in fact, all these things that I just made here, I already have somebody in mind for them. I have new Paper Pumpkin subscriber, and then I also have actually a couple new team members, so I'm really excited about that, and they're going to get different things to thank them, and they're going to get like a welcome survival kit and everything, so they're going to get lots of the treats I'm making. Okay, so anyway, let's go on. So these are called, I call these my tag topper treats. That's what I call these. Let's sit them like that. I like giving you something to look at when I'm doing the videos. Okay, so let's move that off to the side. I used a variety of Stampin' Up! Products, and of course other products as well, in my stash and in my, you know, arsenal of crafting things. Okay, these were just, I took one card and made it into 2. That way I can write personalized thank yous to go with these treats. And these are just vertical cards in very vanilla, and I'm going to put the notes inside to go along with that. Okay, and let me now get into these cute little boxes. All right, so let me put all these here so you can see them. If you've been watching my videos, I do a lot of craft fair videos, and so one of the things, and I also do a lot of care packages and things I do. So I'm always making these little boxes. Well, Reese, this is more, I'm always making these. I've been making these for maybe these tag treats for a few years now. But then so for several months now, I've been making these ones too. These are for like the Hershey miniatures. So you wrap the Hershey miniatures in the cards. Again, I'm using the cards, the envelope liners and things, and I created these little boxes with them. Okay, and I did want to show you that because whenever I have a milestone video, I like to actually show you some extra things. I'm gonna make this video a little bit longer than normal, and I actually stamped inside, and there's another Hershey miniature. I'm gonna open up all these boxes to show you, and then I'm gonna show you how I die cut this really easily. Okay, and I stamped, this is the stamp from, again, it says hello. Let me find the stamps. The Paper Pumpkin kit came with the stamp set. So everything I'm showing you, I'm using the stamps from here. Like that was the stamp. I used almost every stamp. Where's the flowers? Here we go. That one there. Okay, and to stamp this in crumb cake. And then there's another little box. And the little box is shut, but sometimes like I would use adhesive or twine on them as well. But I was trying, I wanted to make sure I opened them, showed you, and then I will go back and adhere those shut. All right, so I'll have links to my products, that I'm using. So this is something from the Stamp Doctor. It is a die, so I'm going to show you how to use this die. Really, it's like, it doesn't get any easier. I'm going to pull my Big Shot in. By the way, the Big Shot is only on sale for 3 more days. It's not even on sale. It's only available for 3 more days. Because in June 4th, the Big Shot is retiring. And we're going to be coming out with a new die cutting system, but I have no idea what it is yet, so I can't recommend it yet. I probably will get it because I get kind of like everything that's new, but I've been using my Big Shot for, 10 years now, and way before I was a demonstrator. So I like it, and it's one way to get a Big Shot is part of a starter kit, so look into that because that's like a better value. So you don't need to see the whole Big Shot, but I just want to show you the sandwich. Sandwich means the layers. So you put the Big Shot platform down. This is Stampin' Up's Big Shot platform. Then you put down the thin die adapter. That's because this is a thin die. If you had an embossing folder, you would not use the thin die adapter. Okay, but you do because you have a thin metal die. Okay, and then you put down a base plate, and I label that bottom. It's a base plate, it's just an acrylic plate. Then you lay down your material. In this case, I'm going to use one of the cards. Okay, because that's the only card I have left. So I'm going to lay the card down, and then I put this little box, this little die from the Stamp Doctor. Okay, right there, and then I lay this on top. Okay, like that. Okay, and that's it. And I'm going to crank it. I have a handle here. I just crank it through, and it cuts and scores for me. So I pretty much love this. Last night with my friends, we had somebody's birthday, and I actually gave all these little boxes of candy to all the waiters and the people sitting at the table. And I always make these little boxes and bring them everywhere. Okay, so that's it. So that's your box. Okay, and you fold it, and it's already scored for you. So you can't really see that very well, but trust me that this it cuts and it scores. So the time it saves. I bought something new from this Stamp Doctor recently as well that I just tried for the first time. I'm going to show you that in this video as well. But this one I've had for a while. Okay, so that's your box. And then you put your little candy. You wrap your Hershey nuggets, not nuggets, I'm sorry, Hershey miniatures. You could put little Tic Tacs in here, other things. But you wrap your little Hershey miniatures and you close the little box. And it stays shut because there's cardstock. Like if it's cardstock, it stays shut. Like I don't need to do anything. It's actually all ready to go. But if it were made of, if I was using the envelope liner or something, I would need some more adhesive to keep those shut. All right, so that was that project. The next project is going to be a bunch of tags. So these are actually two different projects. The first one is like bookmarks, and then the second one is something else I do for my Paper Pumpkin customers. So first project is, I was like thinking, this ribbon is really nice. Like the ribbon that came with it, by the way, inside the Paper Pumpkin kit, I was like, this is pretty darn nice. This is what it looks like. But it kind of came out wrinkly. So first I wrapped it around something round, and I pulled on it, and I like kind of heated it up and gave it some friction, and I got the wrinkles out. It took me a while, but I got the wrinkles out. It's velvet ribbon. It's really thick. And it's kind of like, to me, like too thick to put on cards. So then I was like, let me make some bookmarks. Okay, so how I made these is, again, all the embellishments from the kit. This is one of our new punches in the new catalog, this punch here. These are just circle punches. These are the Hugs for You, is the stamp from the set, and it's a 1.5 inch circle, 1 3/4, and 2 inch circle. Okay, again, 1.5, 1 3/4, and 2 inch circle. And this one's just 1.5 and 1 3/4. So I just did some layering. You know how I did the birds with the ScanNCut. These little embellishments came right out of the kit. Again, I'm using Early Espresso, okay, as the ink color. And that's it. I mean, you just embellish with some, pop them up with dimensionals, and I used that velvet, and because one of the coordinating colors was Old Olive, I used Old Olive cardstock. So I wanted to let you know that like this cardstock, the crumb cake, I could have used one of the cards, but this cardstock here is not part of the Paper Pumpkin kit. So sometimes you have to add to your Paper Pumpkin kit to stretch. And that's why I have, like I said, more than 10 projects. I'm probably showing you at least 20 different things I made, maybe more, because in different categories, because I was able to stretch out, because I have supplies, which are the coordinating colors of what I'm showing you. Okay, so keeping it along the same lines, when I get a new Paper Pumpkin subscriber, I like to send them something. I like to send them like a thank you, and so I made these little tags, but I also like to send them something from a kit. Okay, so with those criteria in mind, I wanted to send them some little tags, and this is Calypso Coral. I use Calypso Coral for that. Okay, and then I have an extra one, extras for new subscribers. Okay, but then I also have like this one I can give to anybody. Your friendship means the world to me. And these are the same birds. And this was cool. It's one of those mistakes, like in the Brother ScanNCut, where I stamped too close together and then it cut out as one big shape. And I'm like, oh, I can work with that. That reminds me of Friends, like birds stuck together. They were touching each other and they cut out as one shape. So then I used this friendship stamp from another stamp set So this is not part of the Paper Pumpkin Kit, this friendship stamp set. It's in the Bird Ballad Suite, and I'm not even sure if that's sitting close to me. Here it is. Yes, it is. Okay. So a lot of times you just take other coordinating products and you can stretch out your Paper Pumpkin Kit. So your Friendship Means the World to Me is part of this Free as a Bird stamp set, which is going to be available. Let me focus that in on, again, June 4th, 2019. And as you can imagine, this entire stamp set's going to coordinate really well with this Paper Pumpkin stamp set as well, because look at it. Look at the box for the Paper Pumpkin. I mean, it matches these flowers. See the flowers in this stamp set? So I mean, it matches. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so those were a couple more projects that, these tags, bookmarks. I told you I had some more 3D stuff. So these are lip balm boxes. So that I told you I just got something new. I treated myself to something new from the Stamp Doctor last month. It was my birthday month, and I was like, okay, that's my excuse, crafty friends. Okay, so I treated myself to this die. It is so easy to use, and I'll just do another little. Oh no, I don't need to do a demo. I actually cut one out already. So here, this is what it looks like. So the die is called lip balm die. No. Lip balm box. Anyway, I'm going to have it linked in the description. I will link to the Stamp Doctor because I love that company. And I think she does great work, and I think she does great designs, especially for craft fairs and gift giving. So basically it's like this. You take your chapstick from the Dollar Tree, and you can get 3 for $1. Okay, bottom line, you give someone chapstick in the care package like that into a care package, or do you do it like that? I mean, seriously. Look how cool it is when you do it like this. You put it in a cute little box. I'm not even sure if I put these together the right way, but I figured it out and it seemed to work. So you open it up and you put and it's in there tight. I mean, both sides of the little box open. It was so easy to make. I used the card from, see? It just fits in there so snug. And I was like, I love this little box. And so this is what I did. I'm not sure if that's what you're supposed to do, but I took it and let's see, what did I do? I went like that. I folded it down, and then I folded this along the creases, and then I just glued that to that back. That's how I made the box. But I think, like, if you were a retail shopper, you were hanging these up, you might actually hang them. You might actually put that as the front. But I like the little box as the front. I mean, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, but it doesn't really matter because it's a really cool die. And I think you could do whatever you want to do. And again, it cuts and scores for you. Lip balm box. And I used little feathers from the the Bird Ballad Designer Series paper. I cut those out last week with the Brother ScanNCut. I used another one of the little metal elements. I used some twine, and then inside the die I bought sometimes I buy little extras. Let's see if I can find the package. So I dropped it, but there were little, here we go. There were little extras, and I just used this one. So like you can buy little extras of things that will fit on your boxes. That's why I think that maybe the intention of this box was to put, maybe that thing was supposed to go on that side. I'm not really sure, but I like it the way I did it. And I mean, like I said, it doesn't matter. And then you could actually make, so somebody knows what's in the box, these little extras. You could put like a little window so that they could see the lip balm. They could see what's inside. Maybe if you had different flavors of lip balm. Anyway, I love how snug it fits in the little box, and I'm going to be making like loads of these for, holiday, Christmas time for sure. Maybe in the Easter baskets next year, but since I just got this, we're just going to give them to my Paper Pumpkin subscribers and my new team members for now. I'm going to make one more. Well, this is the one I'm making right now after I get off this video. Okay, so I have, I always save the best for last. So, and the best is coming up, and I'm going to show you next a card, and then I'm going to show you my unboxing, and then the nugget treats. Okay, so I always like to tell you what's coming up next, but do stick around. Okay, so this is an alternate card idea for your Paper Pumpkin Kit. So some people say, okay, when they get a Paper Pumpkin Kit, they actually go online and they just start complaining, and I have no idea why, because I get like so excited when I get a Paper Pumpkin Kit. I'm like, but they come on and they're like, I wish the cards were full-size cards, blah, blah, blah. And there's nothing wrong with this size card. You can put it in the mail and it's a great card. So these are called note cards. But I just want to let you know that, if you do want to make full-size cards, just go for it. No one's stopping you from making a full-size card out of every one of the cards that come in your kit. Just stick it onto another card base. So this is just a piece of petal pink. Okay, I use petal pink as the card base. And then this is Bird Ballad Designer Series paper, these little antique keys. It's old olive. I thought it coordinated well because it was one of the coordinating colors. I put the front of that little nest on there, the front of the nest card. I put the feather petal pink, there's some little embellishments and some vellum adhesive and put some feathers on there, made it like 3D, popped those up, popped up the word thank you, okay? And I could even line this, I think I'm gonna line the inside with Very Vanilla. Because you know what, the front is really thick and strong, and then the inside's kind of weak. So I think I'm going to line the inside with Very Vanilla, and I'm going to stamp a couple feathers on the Very Vanilla before I line it up. Okay, so that's a card. You can make any card into a full-size card. So do not worry. When you get a paper pumpkin kit, don't think of what you can't do with it. Think of what you can do with it. There's just, I really had other ideas of what I could do with it. And I didn't even use all the ideas because I was like, I literally ran out of, the only reason I didn't make more things is I ran out of stuff for this one kit. And I wanted to show you all the things you can make just out of one kit. All right, so now I'm gonna unbox a kit for you. And because it is my 9,000 subscriber special, if you go to my website, there's my website, hope you can see that. Here, let's tilt it on there. And you order anything whatsoever, or you could just, you could either order, you could subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, or you could join my team, my Stampin' Up team, where you get 20% off of the items you purchase, whether you want to do it as a hobby or a business. And so if you do any of those things, join my team, okay, subscribe to Paper Pumpkin or place an order, and I'm not going to sit there and tell you how big your order has to be, whatever you can afford. It's up to you. You place any order you can. Then you will get what I'm about to show you. You're going to get this Paper Pumpkin kit. And so if you're sitting there going, darn, I did not order it. This is awesome. I have a chance to get it. The first person who does that will get this kit. And I will then post in the comments who just won this kit. Okay, I'm not doing a drawing. I don't have time for all that kind of drawing and a lottery type thing. It's the first person who watches this video and places any kind of order, joins my team, or subscribes to Paper Pumpkin through that website. Okay, this is it. So now, without further ado, I'm going to unbox it, and I still have another project to show you after I unbox it. So when you get a Paper Pumpkin kit, this is what you get. The first time you subscribe, you get a stamping block as well. So all new subscribers get a stamping block. In fact, I'll even throw in case you're brand new to stamping, I will throw in an acrylic stamping block like you would get for your first time if you do subscribe, okay? Or if you win this prize, because I'm doing a special, right now. I'd really love my viewers. Okay, this is the stamp set you get. I order 2 Paper Pumpkin kits every month, by the way. And then I do give out the stamps usually as prizes. The refills are kind of hard to get, but only subscribers can get refills, but they're only available about a week on at Stampin' Up site. You get a stamping spot. Let's open this up. I'm unboxing it, but if you win it, you're going to get everything. It may or may not be wrapped. I did order refills this time, so I'll try to send you my refills, but if they don't come in a couple days, and it's like next week already, and I'm trying to mail them, and you don't have the refill, you'll get this prize, but you might have an opened container because I needed to show my crafty friends, what's in the Paper Pumpkin kit. So therefore, yours might be open, but I'm not cheating you out of anything on your prize. You're going to get the whole prize. In fact, I'll put it in a flat rate bubble mailer. You'll get my survival kit too that I sent out to all the people who ordered from me, and you'll get a catalog. You'll get some other stuff. Whatever I can shove in a flat rate envelope, you'll get. You might even get some of these goodies here that you see that I made. Okay, so you get embellishments. Let's open it up. I didn't even use my little, I have these. That's why I didn't use my little mini dimensionals and glue dots. Okay, so you get glue dots, you get mini dimensionals, that's Stampin' Up dimensionals, and you get 4 of these little metal birds. Pretty cool. Then you get twine, you get crumb cake twine, you get powder pink twine, and that's a kind of a cool looking twine. It's like a curly Q twine. I don't know what the name for that is. And then you get this ribbon. Now I recommend when you get the ribbon to sit there and do this. Okay, do this, because it really, and just give it some heat and friction, and you'll get the wrinkles out because it comes very wrinkly. Okay? And then you're gonna get the instructions with the coordinating colors. All Paper Pumpkin kits come with a set of instructions. Okay, and they do use the ribbon on the cards, looks like. I just didn't use the ribbon on the cards. That's just your personal preference. Okay, I'll show you the cards, I'll show you the envelopes, and I'll show you the embellishments. And as you can see, I used mine all up, used it to smithereens. All right, so you get the crumb cake cards. This is your prize that you're gonna get. And even if you're already a subscriber, you can still win this prize because you can't get the refills anymore anyway, so you'll have refills. And then what you could do is pass along the stamp set to someone else and give them joy, another crafter, you know, so you could share your prize. Okay, these are other cards. This is Very Vanilla, Petal Pink, and Old Olive. Okay, more cards. This is Pool Party color. And I think this is my favorite of the cards because it looks like antique writing and like all this little paint splatter. So that's my favorite one of the cards. Okay, and then you get the envelopes to go with the cards. And as you saw, what I had done is I used them for my candies and things. And you're gonna get to see my final project, which is nuggets. Okay, they're the same. Oh, are they the same? No, they have stripes. We have stripes inside and flowers inside. Okay, beautiful cards and envelopes. Stripes, here, flowers. Okay, so there's 4 different types of envelope liners. So you just pull them apart, you cut them in 1-inch strips, and you can wrap all the nuggets. Okay, furthermore, you get the sheet of silver foiled, Very Vanilla embellishments. Okay, and they pop out. So they're like little die cuts, and you can pop out, and you could say different things in them. Okay, and then you get these little not dimensionals. These are flat, and you can stick them on with dimensionals. So you get embellishments, you get little flowers, and you get these 4 vellum. I love these. I wish they'd have given us more of these. So Stampin' Up! Should have given us more feathers. The feathers are totally awesome. They're my favorite thing. So this is going to be someone's prize, along with a stamping block, a catalog, and all kinds of good stuff. Okay, now I'm ready to show you my final project. Okay, putting my website back in view there. All right, and this is not live, so it's like if you're watching a recording, as soon as you see this. Okay, my nuggets. My favorite thing to do is nuggets. Unfortunately, Stampin' Up! I've been doing this for years, and I used to get these bags. And then in my last video where I showed the in-color nuggets, one of the viewers was like, and then all, people were trying to go buy them right away. They're like, oh, I like your bags. Well, this is it. Like I'm down to I thought I had stocked up, but I'm down to like hardly any left. So I had to find another supplier, so I'll link to the new ones I found, and they work just fine, okay? So I found some new 2-inch bags because Stampin' Up! Has discontinued these. Boo hiss, they've discontinued the 2-inch bags. I don't know why. They were perfect for Hershey Nuggets. Well, I'm not gonna stop making nuggets. I make whatever I wanna make. I don't care if Stampin' Up! Has it or doesn't have it, because I'm gonna make it what I make, because I've been making nuggets way before I've ever done Stampin' Up! I love them, they're great. People love them, they're great at craft fairs. These are always my best seller unless I do an outside craft fair, because you don't wanna bring chocolate outside. These are best at Christmas especially, the holiday craft fairs especially, these are the best seller. The spring ones maybe not as much, but definitely in the holiday fairs. Okay, so this is how I did it. So I wrapped the nuggets in, actually I have one that's without a glare, I think over here. So I used Very Vanilla for the tray. I'll give you all the measurements. Like I always share my measurements. So these are Very Vanilla trays. They're ready to go. I'm going to make some more as soon as my refills come in. Okay, so wrap them up. Alternate the colors. The tray is a little less than 5 inches long. Then I use the tag topper, which is definitely the inside of an envelope. And there's that 1.5-inch circle punch and 1 3/4 circle punch again with the little things, and you know how I made all these things. And then on the back, since these are Hershey Nuggets, you should always tell the person you give them to that they contain nuts. And I also put my contact information on back. I have a label for that as well. Okay, and again, just another one, some vellum adhesive. I'll have a link to all the materials I used. Okay, and then this one. So I do love making Hershey Nuggets. I feel like they're so much fun to put in the packages, and people love them, and it's better than just unwrapping the candy. Just like, giving someone this is better than giving them that, or giving them a little box is better. Just same with the candy. Giving them some candy in a package is one thing, but when you can wrap it like this and coordinate it, then it shows you took a lot of thought. Well, again, thank you to all my viewers for sticking with me over the years, and for all the new ones that have just come on board. My channel is all about crafting. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so I share the coordination of those kinds of products. I'm a Brother ScanNCut teacher. I do a lot of online courses on the Brother ScanNCut, and I do a lot of tutorials on YouTube, and I'm on 2 platforms. I'm on Udemy and the SkillShare. So I'm on 2 online platforms teaching about the Brother ScanNCut. And I also know a lot about craft fairs because I've done loads and loads of craft fairs over the years. And my mother and I have an Etsy shop. So we like to sell what we make. So thank you for watching, and that's what my channel's all about. So if you're new here, I hope you'll subscribe for some crafty inspiration and more ideas on what to do with your paper pumpkin kit each month for my subscribers. Thank you. This is the Papered Chef.